Hello, boys and girls. How are we doing? Welcome along. It's transfer window o'clock. We're back in the Premier League. What a time to be alive. I'm very excited. Big thumbs. You'll also all be delighted to know that the activity feed is working again in OBS today. So apologies to anyone who subscribed last week. Did I stream twice last week? I don't even remember. No, I didn't. I missed Thursday, didn't I? Because I was off gallivanting with YouTube's Tom FM and Second Yellow Card. So yeah, I didn't see any subs or anything that came through then. So much apologies, but I can see the ones that have already come through today. D Dreco has done 61 months and Captain Ludwig has done a sub as well. So thank you very much to both of you. How you doing? We're in the final countdown before I go gallivanting. This is my penultimate stream before I go off on my hollybobs. So make the most of me, and make the most of long-haired Kev, because I will be having my hair cut before the next stream. I've delayed it for about a month so that it was fresh for my holiday. I realise a lot of people have their hair cut once a month or more regularly than that. I'm an every 6 weeks kind of guy, so I've pushed it out. I didn't want to go too frequent. Didn't want to set a precedent for too frequent a haircut. But yeah, hello everybody. Welcome along. What this means, of course, is because I'm away next week, that's when you're getting international football. So I hope you all enjoy it and you're welcome. I'll react to it from a plane or an airport lounge or a hotel room or Disney World or somewhere. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, let's get on with this transfer window because we've got shenanigans afoot. As you will no doubt remember, we got promoted in the last stream. We're back in the Premier League after just a year away. Did we get a transfer budget? We can probably work with that, I think. I think we can work with that. I have no idea. I mean, so we need a left back. We kind of need a bit of everything. Our goalkeeper's not good. Anyone who's 3 stars in this squad probably isn't good enough for the Premier League. We learnt that last time. So we probably need a goalkeeper. Schrader can be back up. The other 2 we've been off. We need 2 left backs. El Mubaki might pass as backup. But we definitely need a starter coming over the top of him. Likewise at right back, we probably need a starter coming across the top of Esteva. And Pasley James can leave the club. I think Ramirez and Ventura. I think a lot. Maybe we need one more centre back. We can keep Ramirez, Venturino, and Vejram, and then I think we need another centre back. And then in midfield, Mundelli cannot be the starter in the Premier League, so I think we just need 4 new midfielders and bin everyone else off. But then up front, I mean, it would be nice to sign Manuel permanently. I don't think we're going to because he's at Real Madrid. And then everyone else probably isn't good enough up front. Maybe Krupi we keep around. But the rest of them, I mean, Chizzy wasn't good enough last time. Mario wasn't good enough last time. And he's apparently already leaving, which I don't remember doing. False 9 Frankie wasn't good enough last time. On the left, is Diaz permanent? I thought he was here on loan. He is here on loan. So Diaz won't be here. Yeah. I mean, we might be okay for wingers. Basically, there's a lot to do. Is what we've established. We need new players just about everywhere. So we need to sell a lot of these players first. Should I just spend the whole budget on him and call that a window? I'm very tempted to. We can't pay his 50 million, 60 million pound release clause, whatever it is. If we sign him, we're signing nobody else, and that seems like a terrible idea. So let's see how the summer pans out. We don't need to rush into anything. That's the important thing. But what we do need to do is make sure that this time we build a squad that can stay up. Because last time we did not stay up. I'm willing to talk about it again. We did not stay up. It did happen and we didn't survive. You don't need to pay his release clause. That's for Real Madrid, not the loan. Yeah, but he doesn't have a future fee in the loan, I don't think. Premier League, we want to stay up. There you go. There we go. I've lost my voice, by the way. Anyone who watched my Lego stream last night would have noticed my voice slowly departing from me. I have now recorded every Football Manager video I'm releasing between now and the 15th of May. So I've been doing double days for a little while now, because I've also got that far ahead on block. I'm like 2 videos away from being that far ahead on Block Party. But we're away for like 2.5 weeks, and I wanted a day or two either side as well. So I've basically got 3 weeks ahead on both channels, and it has wrecked my voice. Absolutely wrecked my voice. So we will stream for as long as my voice holds out. It made it to about 9 o'clock last night, but I've had another long day of recording today, so it might not make it that long. We'll see. Should we see what they want for Manuel? Because he's... Oh, hello, he's gone. Is he already gone? Where is he? There he is. He's the logical starting point. Where's it? Get his agent in front of me. Let's make an offer. 5 million up front, 15 million on the Never Never. That can be our starting point. Okay, this isn't utterly unreasonable. If we can take that down to 7.5 and do something like that, I think that's a sensible opening offer. He got a goal a game for us in the Championship, and he's tall. How can it possibly be a bad idea to have a striker in the Premier League who got a goal a game in the Championship and is tall? That feels like something it's impossible for it to fail. I've had heartburn for the last week. I think it's related to you losing out on a 40% sell-on clause and a free trip to Southampton on the McRobbie deal, squabbling over 21k and a packet of Walker's Ready Salted. We'll be all right. Manuel doesn't want to come. That's less fun. Boo and hiss. Am I going back to one striker in the Prem? Balls to that. We're building a new stadium. Hopefully on the Universal site. The board have today announced that the club have been granted planning permission to build a new stadium. Construction of Bedford Stadium, Universal Stadium, Bedford. It's on the site. Will cost around £28 million. Although this figure, blah, 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 blah. How big is it? We've got a big sponsorship deal. How big's the stadium going to be, though? That's what I want to know. We're not going to find out until we move into it, are we? They also want to improve our youth level. Yeah, improve everything. Fill your boots, chaps. Fill your boots. Let's have a look at tactics. Clear that. What is our best tactic currently? Route 1, direct counter-attack or park the bus. No. No to all. I think we're going to do something similar to what we do with Andratch, because I like the way it works with Andratch. I think we're going to do this kind of thing. Is that not working? Oh, it's because everyone's off on holiday already. Don't they realise it's not holiday time for a few more days? That does mean we're going to need an attacking midfielder as well. Holy o'clock. We're on the strawberry and kiwi. Wayne, thank you for 46 months. Rab, thank you for 40 months. Mr. Gavlar, thank you for 41 months. And Liam, thank you for 38 months. Wonderful stuff from all involved. Mutual termination. I mean, this is the guy we signed to replace Johnny Day when we got promoted to the Premier League the first time. And now we're mutually terminating him. I forgot he was still here. But there you go. He's mutually terminized. Croupy, give him a lovely pat on the head. Is he going to be able to play out wide in the new system? He's not. So, see, the thing is, with Manuel not here, he's probably our striker, but I don't know if he's a lone striker because he's not got the physical presence. So we might have to play 2 strikers just so he can be one of them. Won't Anna let you have blue raspberry if you have a sore throat? Thing is, I don't have a sore throat. My voice just keeps going. I've just been talking from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. every day for 2 weeks. No days off, no evenings off, just constantly talking. And yeah, I think I've just pushed it a little bit too far. Did you find out how many attended your first game in the new borrowed stadium? Well, I don't know what we're talking about here. What borrowed stadium? I'm confusion. We're still at the new Erie until we move into the new ground that hasn't even been built yet. Andrach? I can't talk about Andrach. I'm so far ahead of where you are. I have no idea where you are. If I talk about that save, there's very little chance of me getting through a sentence without spoiling stuff. So we're just not going to talk about Andrach at all. I'm like a month ahead of you at the moment. It's not safe for me to talk about. And anything you're watching now, I recorded 3 weeks ago. Right. We've got big sponsor pennies. That's nice. I do like big sponsor pennies. I mean, I like all big pennies, but sponsor pennies are amongst my favourite pennies. I guess you haven't won the Champions League if you're still recording. I mean, what you have to bear in mind on that is, let's say I did win. Let's say I had won the Champions League. I'd have to get the next series up and running. I can't not have videos coming out. I've been doing a Football Manager video every weekday for over 10 years now. Can't just have a week off. It's not how it works. So I'd just be straight into the next one anyway. Right, youth candidates sign. It's going to be 9 impossible to win the UCL with Andrach. People said that about Apollon. People said that. People have said that. I mean, I don't think this is a spoiler. Very confident I'm going to win the Champions League with Andrach. When do I not win the Champions League? If you stick in a save long enough with my talent, you're going to win it eventually. It's just not going to be mega fast. Wasn't possible to win the Champions League with V5. I mean, it was. It just wasn't viable to continue the series because no one was watching it. But if we'd have continued it, then we'd have won the Champions League. If Block Party had been the main channel back then, we would have continued it because I'd have been less bothered about the views, and then we'd have finished it, and then we'd have won the Champions League. But it's because back then we were relying on Football Manager to pay the bills, a mistake I will never make again. As once again, we've been promised and then not have something delivered because where's this international football? Where is it? We'll never be putting all the eggs in that basket again. Pip Cutbush. That's a good name. Pip Cutbush. How's it going? You know, they're going to announce international football when you're on holiday. I actually think they're going to... I fly on Monday. I think they Slot sacked by Arsenal. What a strange headline. Every part of that's a bit weird. Yeah, I fly on Monday. So I expect Monday lunchtime you'll get the announcement. So I can't react to it that day. And then it'll release. You've then got a 2-week clock for it to release in for me not to be able to play it. So I imagine announcement is Monday lunchtime. It'll release like Wednesday. And by the time I'm back, you'd have all had 2 weeks on it, all have won the World Cup and be bored of it. And I just won't bother ever. I just won't use it. I just won't bother. Right, we've got a takeover going on. Where is it? I hope this doesn't put us in a transfer embargo. Could be the subject of a takeover bid. A possible flotation on the stock market, eh? New stadium, new owners, manager of the year. Couldn't be going any better unless we go into a transfer embargo. In which case, that's a disaster. Tycoon! Tycoon! Tycoon alert. I'll take a transfer embargo if we get a Tycoon the other side of it. Voice. Balls to my voice. If we get a Tycoon, I'm going to shout about it. I'm not capable of preserving my voice. I'll just run it as usual until it just snaps. A mystery foreign Tycoon. They're my favourite kind. We've had a youth player poached by Sheffield United. That's hideous. Oh, Johnny Day is set for release, everybody. Johnny yesterday. Still only 27. No room for sentiment here. Tycoon coming in, Johnny Day on the way out, along with several others who'd been around for a long time. Byrne, Dior, Gashi. We're getting rid of all the trash that we don't need anymore. Come on, give me that sweet, sweet Tycoon money. The transfer window opens in like a week. Right, the transfer embargo is in. South Korean investor Seung-won Lee says he will make 95 million available for new players. Oh, come on. Come on now. This could be the greatest moment in stream history. Or it could string out until August and we end up not doing any transfers. I'm very excited. I'm looking red. Thank you. I think that's just my Tycoon excitement. Bees is doing something somewhere. We're not really bothered about bees. You'll forget about all this when you return. Yeah, I know. But we'll have done the transfers by then. As long as we get the money early enough so we can do the transfers tonight, it doesn't matter if I don't remember any of the players when I get back. Give me my Tycoon. Annoyingly, I don't really need a Tycoon in this save. I'll take the Tycoon for Andrach, please. That would be fun. It'd make a big difference there. We've already got a new stadium and new youth facilities and a big transfer budget here. The Premier League money is Tycooned us enough. How much more Tycooning can a Tycoon do? Right, what's going on here? We're still under transfer embargo. We can't do anything. I also demand an end to the takeover saga, one way or the other. We need to get on with some transfers. Yeah, they do need to speed up. Wandering Bolt, thank you for 61 months. Fleming, thank you for 78 months. FOMO Flow, thank you for 35 months. Wonderful stuff. Our takeover is on track. It's just taking forever. If we could get a wriggle on, that'd be nice. I mean, fingers crossed, boys and girls. Because the window is now open. So I would like it to just happen now. Oh, I've been sacked. Is that why the screen disappeared behind there? All we can do is keep hitting continue. Ah! Oh! Have we actually had a Tycoon? Oh my word! I don't know the numbers yet, but these headlines imply a Tycoon has happened. Oh, boys and girls. What's going on? So, they want Ramirez. I mean, frankly, balls to them. We don't need the money anymore. Things may never be the same again at the New Erie after South Korean investor Seung-won Lee successfully completed a takeover of the championship club. According to Sporting Life, Lee has promised that he'll stop at nothing to ensure Bedford Town become one of the greatest forces in domestic and continental football. Oh my word. Yeah, save. Save. I don't think I've ever had a Tycoon happen on stream before. This is the first Tycoon people can't accuse me of using the editor to get. Let's have a chat with my new guy. I want to thank you for your patience during the recent ownership upheaval and takeover discussions. I intend to invest in developing the training ground, and a further £70 million has been pumped into the club. I mean, cheers, ears. Lovely stuff. In the wake of recent developments, the board would like to discuss making some changes to the club's long-term vision. I mean, there are no changes there. We were trying to stay up anyway. The transfer embargo's been lifted, but this is what we really want to know. We had like 37 million before. We now have 77 million pounds to spend this summer. Oh, boys and girls. Oh. I am a man in his element. Come on! Look at this! Well, we'll have one of everything, please. You think I'm joking? I'm asking for one of everything. Star players only. Come on, one of everything, please. We want a whole new squad. This time, Bedford mean business. It's the universal effect. Bedford's the new capital of the UK. Beautiful. Right. Let's try again with my boy. Now we've had a Tycoon. Maybe he'll change his mind. Where is he? Wouldn't be interested in joining under any circumstances. Well, can we loan him for the year again? If I pay all of his salary. Okay, we're going to have to look elsewhere. RJB, I will hydrate. Good plan. Maybe a certain French right back is on the books. I can't remember his name. I mean, we still are Bedford and we're still a championship team until everything ticks over. So we are still going to have the difficulty of persuading players to join us. But of the players who would actually be persuadable, a 6'3" goalkeeper, you say? A good Premier League goalkeeper? I mean, this feels like our starting point as we build an entirely new squad. $13.5 million. We can probably make that happen. We've had a Tycoon, don't you know? So 3 million up front seems fair. We don't want to sling the money around. We got to stretch this budget a little bit. All right, goalkeeper. Back in here. Show me what you got in the left back department. 18 years old, French. You had me at 18 years old and French. Could improve a lot. Yeah, we'll have one of these. 15 million. Deal. Oh. Don't want to spend too much up front. We've got to save the pennies. Right back, please. What have you got? No A pluses. We'll come back to right backs. We only want A pluses. Luis Alberta Plaza. He's only 5'11", but we'll turn him into a right back. It's fine. What's he? 13.5. Okay. They feel they can get more for him, do they? I'll be the judge of if they can get more for him. And then, oh, crumbs. Get into the midfield. Show me what you've got here. No A pluses. Hideous. Here's some A pluses. Lorenzo Massaro. That looks like a release clause that we might have to pay. Oh, no. Okay. This is our standard deal. 5 million up front, 10 million on the Never Never. We're just going to collect a team on these deals. And then what you got there? Gilles Barragan. That's insane. His wage compared... I mean, I guess he's out of contract. He's got the potential to be a leading Premier League player. We're still going to never him. We don't want to pay any transfer fee all in one go. We've got money to spread out. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Would we say FM26 is worth a buy at this point? Yes, it has been since the day it came out, and it's only getting better. Jay Robinson is on the transfer list at Burnley. Oh, he's 28. Ugh. We don't, no room for old men here. Ross Marshall, that seems more sensible. At 24. Off of Blackburn. I mean, did we have this guy at Blackburn? I don't remember him. We must have had him and then just never used him, which makes me think he's probably not worth 24 million. Charlie Fordham's another guy that we signed for Blackburn, isn't he? I think. They're all a bit old. I think we can come back to that. We don't need to do all of our transfers now. Jordan Killifin or Camilo Gonzalez. We should probably take the English ones where possible. Right, he's available to sign on a free transfer. So let's swoop and do that. And then we'll take a striker as well. Yuta Yamamoto. I mean, if he's actually at the top end of that, he's quite good. He's also quite cheap. Let's take a risk on a Japanese player with a £4.5 million release clause. Right. If we can get this first batch over the line, that'll be nice. Thoughts on Arsenal? It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Declan Rice says it's not done. I have no reason to doubt him. Right, just get all these in. Get them all here. I don't like the idea of minimum fee release clauses. But if they're insisting on them, there's not a lot we can do. We don't need to do too much in the way of negotiating with these rascals. We're just happy to throw the money around. And then we'll fit them together into a squad afterwards. Have I done FM26 Posh Save this year? Have I? I don't remember. Did I do that on Twitch when it first came out? I'm not sure. I did it in the beta. There you go. Posh have made an offer for him. Yeah, everyone's for sale. We're buying an entirely new squad. So the current squad are all for sale. Can we get Diaz on a permanent? 20 million to sign him permanently. I'd do that. Is there football on tonight, by the way? Should I have my TV on? Who's playing tonight? Because there's Premier League midweek, isn't there? I ballsed up my FPL by doing my bench boost too early in the season. Well, it should have been this week. Well, almost my entire team are playing twice. Chelsea, Brighton. Oh, nice little bit of mid-table nonsense then. Lovely. Diaz has got no interest in joining us. He's a legitimate wonder kid. Yes, I want to turn my set-top box on. Exciting news, boys and girls. Those of you who've been following my ongoing battle with Sky Stream, there was a Virgin Media van outside today. Like just round the corner. Which makes me dream that maybe I'm nearly 30 and I've never lived in an area where you can get Virgin Media. I'd be keen, I think. I'm so done with Sky. I've been a Sky customer since ITV Digital went under. It's time I moved on. I've taken Sky as far as I can. It's time for a move. Right. Why is this guy familiar to me? That's why. It's our bleeping player. That's why I recognise his name. I was like, did I sign him in one of my other saves? No, I had him in this one. We sold him for less than we bought him for on a relegation release clause. Now we're paying 18 million to bring him back. Has he been relegated again? Gordon. Oh, Leeds were in the Championship. So he's had a season in the Championship with us. You know what? Don't care. Just get him in. Money isn't real anymore. 18 million now is the same as 3 million a year ago. We forgive him for walking out on us. He's learned his lesson. He's watched us get promoted while Leeds didn't. Watching illegal streams is easier than the Sky nonsense. Yeah, but there's a clue in the name about why I don't want to do that. Right, we've made our first big signing since the Tycoon. Lorenzo Massaro. Lovely stuff. First one through the door. Doesn't fit into the system at all. But that feels like somebody else's problem. He must be able to play defensive midfielder. Yeah, of course he can. He'll be fine. He'll love it. Do we need to offer this boy a little bit more money? Throw our weight around a little bit. Just bung a little bit of... Oh, no, that was the wrong one. We'll bung a little bit of money to his agent as well. Shall we try to find a showy forward? That's what this Japanese lad is going to be, hopefully. Who on earth invited this guy along? What on earth is he doing here? I've got a new defensive coach. Goodness me. What is this guy doing here? He just wants an annual pass at Universal. Right, here you go. We're going to sign a proper striker to show Harry Kane what they are. Oh, we've increased our stature. That's nice. Yuta Yamamoto. Get that name on your Bedford shirt. This guy's going to score football goals for us. The only thing he can't do is jump. May I suggest renaming the stream to something around the Tycoon? Oh, Mr. He thinks he's in charge around here, doesn't he? We've had a Tycoon takeover. There you go. All right. You're happy now, Topher? There you go. That eases the pain of letting Johnny Day go. We're going to try again. If we sign him, we're going to have to go 2 up top. But now he can see players starting to come in. He might decide, who's this old guy? Get out of here, old man. I think it's the time of year where the FM boom is wearing off. I mean, the FM boom wore off in November this year. But certainly by the time I got back from my pre-Christmas forest holidays trip, views were like they normally are in June. This year has been much worse interest-wise than last year was, and there was no game last year. He still doesn't want to talk to us, which is annoying. Can we loan him for another year? FM did boom. It boomed for a couple of weeks. The actual release week and the build-up and the beta period was massive. Everyone was mega excited. It was huge. My pre-order link was used. I mean, I reckon I got 6 or 7 times the pre-orders that I normally get. And I don't think people like me way more than they used to. I think there was way more interest than there used to be. But, yeah, it very quickly passed. The negativity from other creators hasn't helped. Yeah, it's fine. I'm honestly very happy with FM effectively going back to being a hobby. I'm playing and creating FM content with more freedom and having more fun than I've had in years, because for the first time since like 2017, it doesn't really matter how many views I'm getting. And the contrast of this compared to last year, when it was the only thing that mattered and I was mega stressed the whole time, it is so much more pleasant living in this environment compared to last year. So it's all good. I'm not that bothered. Like I'm not even, because this time last year I would be so stressed out that I was going on holiday in a few days and they still hadn't released the World Cup mode. In fact, I would have cancelled the holiday. We wouldn't have paid the balance. As soon as it became clear there was going to be an international mode around this time of year, I would have had to have said to Anna, look, I know it's the 2nd year in a row, but I just can't risk being away when that drops. I need it. Just like how we cancelled the cruise last year. I can't believe it's going to happen again. But we are cursed when it comes to when announcements happen. But yeah, and it's all thanks to Lego. Thank you, Lego. You're great. Love you, Lego. Right, Krupi's not happy that he's not going to be a starter, but we've just signed a Japanese superstar who's going to be great for us. Cal, thank you for 45 months. She would have done that yet. Anna is still not forgiven Miles. She brings him up occasionally. he robbed her of her 40th birthday present. Not him personally, but she blames him personally for her 40th birthday present dream bucket list trip being taken from her. And the really annoying thing is we're not really able to rebook it because it's now twice the price that it was before. We were paying like just under $5,000 for, I think it was like a 14-day cruise up into the Arctic Circle, which would have been our most expensive holiday ever. But compared to what it is now, it looks like it was a deal because we tried to rebook it for this year and it was like $9,000 for the same trip. So I had to very uncomfortably explain to Anna that unless it ever drops back down to 5 again, 5 has got to be the upper cap on it. Well, I'm not paying $9,000 for a holiday. Could I train Croupy to be Cam? Potentially. But I don't know that we're going to need to. We'll just sign a better one. He can just be our backup striker. Check with other cruise lines. I mean, we will. But there's no rush. We've already got this trip booked for this year. Birdie, thank you for the... Oh, it's a hydrate. Thank you for hydrating me. There you go. So we've got Gilles Barragan, who's coming from Real Madrid on $100,000 a week and isn't even any good. I feel like that was a he's at Real Madrid, he must be good kind of signing. Can't believe I'm giving him that kind of money. We'll be cursing that for the full length of his 8-year contract. That's the most Chelsea signing I've done so far. We've only had a Tycoon for 3 weeks. And I've gone full Chelsea. Never go full Chelsea. But we've got our French left back, so that's nice. He's good. There you go. Now we're going to sign a proper winger. One of my boys. See, the problem is he's 31. Why are we signing players from Coventry? I'm tempted to let my director of football bring his boys in, as well as me bringing in all the youngsters. I'll let him take care of bringing in the old men. Because he's trying to bring in... Did I cancel that midfielder he was trying to bring in? I must have done. Unless he's already here. But I might let him take care of some old man transfers for me. Just so we have some. Because otherwise I won't. Is one of them incoming players a goalkeeper? Is he a goalkeeper? Yes. So we do need a goalkeeper quite desperately. Get on your coaching course, Mr. Kane. There you go. Our facilities are being upgraded again. I don't even have to ask. Jay Neal. It feels like that's another guy that I signed for Blackburn. Did I sign Jay Neal for Blackburn? Do I want one of my boys in? Probably not at his age. Although he's got bags of Premier League experience. Jay Neal was at Bedford, was he? Well done. Did I just look at him and still not notice the name of the team I'm managing? Ha! Yeah, there you go. So we had him on loan 4 years ago in League One. He's got the potential to be a leading Premier League player. Maybe we bring him back. Have we already signed a left back or do we need a left back? We've just signed this guy. I probably don't want to... Oh, he was the guy who was really, really good at left back. I remember now. He was like our best player and I couldn't work out why an 18-year-old loanee left back was the best player. It's all coming back to me. Where is he? Can't find him now. Ah, there he is. Can he play centre-back? Not really. Well, I don't need 2 good left-backs. So we won't sign him because we've signed that French kid. We're also not going to sign a 31-year-old. I've got some limits. So we'll just get these 2 in. And then we'll have a look at how much budget we've got left and what else we still need to do. So Plaza is home. They all come home eventually, boys and girls. We've made an offer for Sydney. Good old Sydney. We've just released 12 players. That means he is now officially Johnny Yesterday. We're going to have to change his name, I think. He never got to become Sir Johnny Day. But I am going to do a name change to make him Johnny Yesterday the day we release him. I think it's only fair. He's a real sign of how we've moved on. Bedford fans must think this is an insane signing. Because yes, he was one of our best players, but he was part of the defence that got us relegated. And then left to play in the Championship and didn't get them promoted. And now we brought him back again. That makes me look like a crazy person. But he is good. Oh, Sydney's another goalkeeper. We might be having two good goalkeepers because we've just signed one, I think, or just about to sign one. 2 6'3" goalkeepers. Beautiful. Get them to play together. Yeah, he's the other guy we're trying to sign. Who should be arriving any moment. Has to be done. It's on the list of players who's been released. Oh, bless him. What a disrespectful way to deal with a club legend. What a career he had at Bedford. But now he's done. We miss him already. Does anyone remember the name of the right back we had at Blackburn? Because it's so long ago, I don't remember now. But I would very much like to sign him. I know we've seen him in this save as well. Right, so we did get this guy from Man United. So that's quite an exciting signing. Throwing money at his agent worked. Agnelli, yes. Or Angeli. I don't think I ever figured out how to say it properly. Dan Connor can definitely leave. We'll try and sign Angeli. Because this would have been the summer we signed him for Blackburn, wouldn't it? Right, there's our shiny new goalkeeper. Angeli. God, look who comes up when you put Ange in. Should we bring him in? There he is. He doesn't have an agent. Is that a release clause, do we think? He's transfer listed by request. We should definitely scout him. But in the... Oh, he's already accepted a contract. Where's he going? QPR? The hell's a QPR when it's at home? They've been relegated. He's going to be playing in the Championship next year. That's hideous. What's more hideous is they've been relegated. Or have they? Maybe the season's ticked over, actually. Okay, they've not been relegated. I'll allow it. But still, what a kerfuffle. Right, just get my new keeper in, and then we'll have a look at the squad. So there's my shiny new goalkeeper. Mohamedou Dion. 1 cap for France already at 24. Tell you what. We've got ourselves a cracking goalkeeper there. Should we sign Andy Andrews? What middle name Andrew, presumably? Andy. So good, they named him thrice. Right, Sydney now has to agree to come in as backup to t'other guy. Because he's only a decent Premier League goalkeeper. So you need to agree to come in as... I mean, you can be cup goalkeeper. No, non-negotiable is what I'm aiming for there. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, you don't want to be cup goalkeeper. Fair enough. I already found a goalkeeper better than the one my director of football found. Right, so let's have a look at the squad. Everyone's on holiday, so we can't do a best 11 properly, which is annoying. But we've now got a proper goalkeeper. He is just going to have to accept that he's backup goalkeeper now. And if he doesn't like it, he can leave. Gracie can stick around as third choice because he might even be homegrown at club. Because he's been here forever. How do we find that out? Not that we need to worry too much about it because obviously we're not in Europe. No, he's not. He's homegrown in nation. Right, we've got a good left back. We've got a good backup left back. What is Bees doing here? Oi! Bees! Do one. Get out of this club. We've got money now. You were our first signing the last time we got promoted to the Premier League. You should ceremonially be first out the door. Now we've got a Tycoon. Ethan Amundsen Day. Get him gone as well. Get out of here. Yeah, you're already on the way out. I'll have a look at the requirements after I've got rid of a few players. Dan Connor's already on his way out. Is he on the transfer list? Because he blooming should be. He's been here since non-league. Lewis Brown, what are you still doing here, sir? Again, he was starting for us last time we got promoted to the Premier League. That's how different this time around is going to be. Get him out of here immediately. Get him out of my sight. Get him training with the youth team or something. I shouldn't see his face again. Right, then we've got Plaza, Ramirez, Venturino, Vejrum, Kovacs. I don't mind keeping around because he's got potential. But Bees has got to go. And then at right back, we might be okay at right back. We've got Pasley James and we've got Esteva, however we say his name, and they're both pretty good. Mundelli can cover there. Plaza can cover there. We might be all right at right back. Midfield, I think we still need more players. I think we need to get rid of several of these. Like, he's not good enough. Get him gone. Surplus to requirements. See, he's still only 23, so I don't mind keeping him around for his versatility. But we need to sign a couple of midfielders. And then left wing, you're on the transfer list at your own request. Well, then you can leave. Not keeping anyone around who doesn't want to be here. There's a whole new world. Are you not aware? Joel Drakes Thomas. He's too old. At 26, don't care. He never really established himself, and we're going to sign so many better players than him this summer. So let's just get him out of here. Akiyaman I'll keep around because he's young and quite good at times. Murphy should have gone years ago. How is he still here? He's still got 5 stars of potential. He came for our youth system. That's quite exciting. And then Yamamoto might end up playing out there if we sign a big striker. Amper, I think we get rid of. I think we can do better. We've got to be brutal. Got to make room for all the new players who's coming. I'm putting Frankie on the transfer list in a minute. And then up front, we've got Yamamoto, Krupi. Chizzy's 26. Get out of here. If he was 23, we'd keep him around for potential, but he's too old to have potential now. And he's already gone. He's got to go. Sorry, Frankie. Offer him out. And then we want to keep him, but he can go out on loan. And yeah, let's have a look to see if we've got anyone who's coming on these. Oh, we have. We've got lots of exciting star player boys. So, we've just signed him. So he came through on there. You are a 6-foot-tall striker at Wrexham. You're Brazilian. Oh, look at those for physicals. If only he was a bit better at jumping. But he's a good Premier League striker. He only got 12 goals in the Championship last year. I'd like to think they were playing him out wide. We'll come back to him in a minute. Because we don't necessarily need another striker. But that won't stop me signing one. Bright Monday. That's a great name. And see, he's wanted by Arsenal, which means he's probably quite good. Plus, he has a fantastic name. So I think we're going to sign Bright Monday. $27 million deal. So let's do that. Boom. Anyone who's on this list who's wanted by big clubs, we need to have a serious look at, especially if they're young. Why are they all strikers? The only good ones are strikers. Who wants you? Roma. And you can play anywhere across the back four. And you're 6'5". A 6'5" right back, you say? Hello, sir. Minimum fee release cost. Oh, I don't want to pay 15 million all in one go. I will, but I don't want to. If he was 6'1", I absolutely wouldn't be signing him. that is literally because he's a lengthy boy. Should we sign a Monga? Ealing Jr. we already looked at. See, these are becoming old men now. Dortmund want him. He's considered a good Premier League player. And he's only 24. I think that's enough information. He's on the transfer list. Let's swoop for 12 million. We're putting together a super team. I haven't even got an idea of how they're going to play yet. I'm really just going to see what we end up with. And then we'll figure out a team from there. We just want to get the best players we can. Goal Brighton. Interesting. Chelsea are rubbish, aren't they? Franny Troon. Should we sign him? Right. I want to see the ones that I want. I can't filter it. Has the game crashed? I think the game's crashed. And I don't remember when I last saved it. We're saving now. Or we're trying to. I think the game's crashed. Or certainly the screen's not responsive. Oh, now it is. It didn't like what I was doing there at all. It does not like showing me 126 responses on this page. I think we might have to go through position by position. Because it was not enjoying me trying to scroll that page. Oh, this... We might have broken transfer room here. We'll do a continuing. We'll come back. I think I've broken the transfer room. Right, what I was trying to look for on there, again, is the players who are wanted by big clubs, because they're the ones who are probably quite good. But we don't want old ones. How many players have we got offers in for now? Let's see where we are after these transfers. See which ones we can get. Because we've got some players leaving as well. So we'll have a better idea of where we are. Oh my word. Bright Monday wants some things. He wants the number 9 shirt. I'm sure he does. Not having any of that. The game is getting laggy. It's not enjoying something that's happening. It's being very laggy all of a sudden. We might be saving every continue for a little while. Oh, have we finally used up all the money? Get me over here. And let me just adjust a little bit. Oh, crumbs, not that far. Right, if we get these 3 in, we then might have to hold fire until we've sold some players. Just to get some solvency back into the club. Windows update going on. Oh, there is a Windows update. My computer wants to restart. Ha! Yeah, the computer wants to restart. I'm not going to restart. I'll just keep saving. If it gets really bad, then we'll just have to restart the computer. Oh, we've got a new sponsorship deal coming in as well. Lovely stuff. Oh, Sammy, I've just seen that 10 minutes ago you resubbed and I wasn't paying attention. We've had a Tycoon takeover, so I'm not paying attention to anything. Next example is Pete subbed 17 minutes ago and I didn't notice. Look, tycoons are tycoons, boys and girls. That is my one priority now. Is he leaving? He should be. Surplus to requirements. Is he on the transfer list? Yes, he is. Right, Carrick Murphy we need rid of as well. Tycoon money has changed me. You sound like Dr. Ben. That's all he ever says to me. Words to that effect. And as I always say to him, you didn't know me before the Tycoon money. Or words to that effect. I've not changed even a little bit. I was always a problem. How is Ben not sitting right? I've not spoken to him in a while, actually. I probably should. I assume all is good. I think I last spoke to him about a month ago. And he seemed in good spirits then. I think he's doing his Grand Theft Auto stuff again at the moment. Last time I checked. Amper we were selling, weren't we? Yeah, so is he on the transfer list? Surplus to requirements. Make them all leave. We don't want any of them to think they're welcome to stay if they want to. It needs to be clear to everybody concerned that we're clearing space to make room for shiny new toys. Nobody wants Frankie. I would love Frankie to not leave and prove me wrong. He's young enough that he probably could. So I'm not going to be heartbroken if we don't sell Frankie. I'd keep him around as my third option up front. Offer something different option. The board set to block the bees deal. Come on now. We've got unlimited money. Are we quibbling over £500,000 for a player I want rid of? Seems silly to me. They're willing to pay it anyway, so I guess we don't need to worry. The board know best, as usual. Right, Fiorini is on his way. He never really worked out, did he? He's off to Young Boys. I should check in what the media think of us now we've done some of our transfers. There you go. We're already the best of the promoted teams because we've got money to throw around. What a difference from last time. Who's this guy? A right back. Oh, a defensive midfielder. Needs a surname. But he's a good Premier League player. Yeah, he's a bit old at 29, but he looks versatile. I don't mind that so much. I've got to let my director of football have one. He's done some very good transfers for us over the years. I'm not going to have all the fun for myself just because we've got Spenzies. Taylor Titterton. That's a lot of T's. Taylor Titterton. Hope you enjoy Fluh. Only listening for a bit, then off back to second screen while I work. That's fair enough. I'm sure I will enjoy Fluh. Got a long list of activities to get up to. We're going to have mega shenanigans. It's going to be awesome. Right. Come on, we haven't done a signing for a few days. I'm getting nervy. I don't want the money to be taken off me. Has Pab given into my schedule yet? I think he just needs to accept that that's how it's happening. I think the schedule that I've put together is as it's rather than these are the days we're doing this and it's the only thing we're allowed to do that day. It's going to be more of a, by this stage of the trip, I want to have done these things. So yeah, I think that works. Arsenal linked with Manny Fernandez, 25 million. You better be talking about in Football Manager. I remember thinking it was mad when Arsenal signed Ben White years ago because he wasn't all that posh, but Manny Fernandez. Just get to the park when it opens and you're golden. I don't necessarily think we'll do that very often. We're not really rushing around kind of people. And Anna's certainly not an early morning kind of person. There's no way Anna is going to be up for park opening for 2 weeks straight and enjoy herself. Having those kind of expectations will just ruin the trip. But like the first day we're there, all I've got on my agenda is get to Disney Springs and go to the Lego store. If we end up doing some other stuff on top of that, anything on top of that is a bonus. The day after, Magic Kingdom for the first time. If we end up staying the whole day there, super. As far as I'm concerned, as long as I ride Small World, I'm happy. And every day is a bit like that. So there's like one or two things I want to have achieved by then. But I'm certainly not interested in being in the park for 10 hours a day and going ride queue, ride queue, ride queue, ride queue, the way some people do it. I'm not interested in any of that. Genuinely, it's a rumour that's been building for a month or so now. I mean, I assume it's a rumour that's only building on the Rangers end. It sounds totally nonsensical. Although, from Posh's perspective, I'm sure there's a big sell on. There always is. So, works well for Posh. But when you consider Arsenal spent, what, £12 million on Mosquera? Paying double that for Manny Fernandez, who's 4 years older and a fraction of the player. It just doesn't really add up, does it? Amundsen Day's on his way out. We've signed Jean-Michel Ouvrier. He's got the potential to be a leading Premier League player. He's been playing in the Championship for Southampton for 3 years. Manny Fernandez is a brilliant defender. I mean, I'm sure he does look good in Scotland. He wasn't good enough for League One, but I imagine he looks very good in Scotland. And that's not me being a wang, as much as it sounds a bit like it's me being a wang. But the quality of most of the Scottish Premier League is below League One level, which is why so many players have failed at Posh and gone and succeeded there. You really can't judge a footballer on if he's any good in Scotland or not. Look at what he's done elsewhere. He wasn't good enough to hold down a regular spot in a League One team that nearly got relegated. He's improved a lot since he came to Rangers. He's like 25 and he's been there less than a year. I can't believe he's improved that much. I'm sure he is a better player now than he was when he left, or else the coaching setup there needs some questions asked about it. But he'll never be a Premier League player. Not in a million years. Got FIFA team of the season. No, that's what people are judging it on, is it? He's good on FIFA. Bees has gone. It's very sad. Fernandes has also played in Europe and looked good, though. Who has he played against in Europe? Has he played against anyone any good and actually looked like a capable defender? How old is he now? Because he was like 19 when we signed him, deep in non-league. Yeah, so he turns 25 in July. So he'll be 25 by the start of next season. No, I will not accept that boy will ever be a Premier League player. I mean, that record at Posh says it all. I'm looking on, hold on, I'm looking on Wikipedia. He was at Posh for 4 years from age 20 to 24 and only played 38 times. And that's a Posh team that was finishing bottom half of League One. And he wasn't good enough to get in our team. I don't know how we managed to rob £3 million off of Rangers for him, but he is not ever going to be a Premier League player. Right. Have the latest batch of transfers gone through yet? Not yet. We're just going to let all of these go through, then we'll have another look at the squad and see how balanced we are. Yes, we are in the Premier League. Our budget was like 80 million because we've had a Tycoon takeover. B's gone, so now you don't have to keep mispronouncing his name. I haven't mispronounced his name once. His name is B's. How else are you going to say his name? Cantor Doy. Do we need another centre back? We probably do. The ones we've got aren't very good. It's a lot of money. He is 30. Why are we still trying? What is with all the players we're trying to sign from Coventry? I don't understand. Did Coventry get relegated last season? Is that what's happening? Are these all players who were in the Premier League last year? Yes. Okay. Now it makes more sense while we're raiding Coventry. Ultimately, when it comes to Manny Fernandes, best of luck to him. I hope he does get sold for 25 million to anyone but Arsenal. Because Posh will get a big chunk of cash and that will go down very nicely. Lewis Brown is off to Posh. Lovely stuff. Norbert Kovacs. I'm not against him. I mean, they're not paying his salary, but he's also not going to get anywhere near our team, so I'll let him go and play football for a year. And Sergeant Lee Martina is coming in. Oh, look what we've got here. A big, tall boy who's a good Premier League defender. Beautiful work. It's all coming together. Martina is a clonk, is he? I don't know what that means. But yay for clonks. Monday's coming in. This is the signing. Bright Monday, boys and girls. Oh, I like this. He's a special boy. He is a special boy. Do, 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 do. Is there still ongoing transfers? Yeah, although I'm not mega excited about either of them because they're two old men. Let's have a little look about what's going on. So we've got a proper goal. In fact, we can probably do our best 11 now. See what the game thinks our starting 11 would be in this tactic. So that tells me we need a right winger because he's on the transfer list. A right winger, a defensive midfielder. And we're happy, I think. And maybe another centre-back. So 2 of those players coming in are the centre-back and the defensive midfielder. So we need to go and find a right winger. So let's risk this screen again. Just show me the right wingers, please. I don't know how I've broken it. Right, what do we not need anymore? Let's get rid of some of these. Can you show me some stuff now? No, I've just broken it. We can't use the transfer room anymore, folks. We have broken it. But show me a right winger. Manny Williamson. I mean, we did sign that youngster from Manchester United, so we probably don't need another youngster. Maybe we do go and get Shea Lacey to start out there, while new Shea Lacey, who's 8 years younger than him, gets ready to take over from him. 20 million release clause. Do it. Yes, please. Get him in. Oh, we can't afford him. Oh. Oh. Right, we'll finish doing what we're doing with other transfers first. We'll loop back round to that. We might need to sell some players. Right, Christian David, I think we do need, because we need a defensive midfielder. Noble discusses Monday's versatility. Of course he does. Who the hell's Doy? Oh, he's one of those guys we were looking at, wasn't he? He signed for someone other than me? That makes no sense. Right, well, let's hope David comes in. And then we'll do another batch of offering players out and then try and sign a winger. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Be-do 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 do. Do-do be-do do do. Do 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 do. Yeah, I'm working on it. Do do. Bom bom bom. Oh, that's loud in my ear. Don't click in your own ear, boys and girls. That's a bad idea. Right, now we've deleted some of these. Is this going to work again? What have I done to break it? And how do we fix it? Let's get rid of all of them and try again for a new one in those 3 positions we just looked at. And hope it works by starting again. Because I am going to be annoyed if we've now permanently broken that for the rest of the save. Because it's quite a useful thing to be able to do. I'm not reloading the game. I'm no coward. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, 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 bom. Right, Christian David is coming in as a senior player, a leader amongst all the youngsters. A leader with Premier League experience. How does he need to go on an English course? Hasn't he been playing for Southampton? Am I thinking of someone else? Who's he been playing for? I thought he'd been playing in the Premier League for years. He hasn't been. So he doesn't have any Premier League experience. Kind of wish I didn't sign him now. But he'll be fine. How are we 2.5 stars worth of right backs when we've got all these good right backs? Makes no sense. Right, we need to shuffle some money around again. To like there. Have we got anyone we can sell? So we can go and get a right winger. So there are 3 goalkeepers. Happy with that. And then starting left back will be him, and he's the backup. Starting right back is him, and he's the backup, or maybe he's the backup. We don't need all of these right backs. But Martina might be playing centre back. There's a chance he's going to play centre back. Mind you, he's 25. He's just signed a new contract, so he's got to stay. We could potentially sell him, though. Because I just don't think he's going to get in the team. I don't think he's ever going to be good enough to start regularly, so we may as well bin him off. The rebuild continues. We're being brutal. We have to be. So get him gone. And then at centre-back, we've got Plaza, Martina, Ramirez. We've got loads of good centre-backs. I think we're good at centre-back. Midfield, we've got Massaro, Mundelli, Dusan, who we could probably get rid of. Well, he's only 22, so we'll probably keep him. David's just come in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Left wing, he needs to go. Let's try and get him gone again. Otherwise, we're going to have to rehabilitate him into the squad. And then right wing, we've offered both of them out. We've offered Chizzy out. We'll offer Chizzy out again. I think it's a bit odd that no one wants Chizzy. He did score goals for us for the last couple of years in various leagues. I guess we're paying him too much money. And then Frankie needs to go as well. Who, again, we're probably paying too much money to because his level's the championship. Right, let's see if any of them go. And then we'll try again and sign a right winger. We'll give our transfer room time to sort itself out. Meanwhile, with more transfers going on, we're still expected to get relegated. We're a much, much, much better team than we were when we got relegated last time. Obviously, Dynamics is going to be wrecked because of all the transfers. So that's gonna take some time to sort out. Oh, Mr. Tickle. Your time where we could have signed you has passed. You would have been great last season. But we've moved on. We've got a French international goalkeeper now, who's 10 years younger than you. Sorry, Mr. Tickle. We've got a friendly as the Bedfordshire Derby against Luton as the final friendly of the summer. See, Football Manager does sometimes think that's a great friendly for the final friendly of the summer. Declare ourselves the kings of Bedfordshire before we get started back in the Premier League again. These clowns are proving quite difficult to get rid of. And they're blocking my squad, which is annoying. We can't finish the rebuild while they're all still here, because the bumheads are in the way. Right, is this working again? Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. We can live without it. I can play this game with one hand tied behind my back, no problem. Tresor Babelli. Yeah, he'll do. We'll sign him, thanks. 32 million. Yeah. On the never never. We'll have one of these. Well, if you're going to negotiate, I'm going to force you down a bit. And we're going to pay as little as possible up front. Lovely. Who needs Shay Lacey? Not us, that's for sure. God, blimey. It's a large loyalty bonus. And no, you're not matching the highest earner, you silly boy. You're just going to be the highest earner. I can live with that. Have you already moved the players you want gone to the reserve team? If not, any reason not to? There's no reason to. Never mind, no reason not to. There's no benefit to doing it. Until they leave, we can't replace them. So they need to stick around in the squad anyway. We need to sell them and sign better versions of them. They're not... If we can't sell them, they'll be in the Premier League squad. There you go. We can reject that. We're now bigger than Leipzig. We can reject deals. That's jolly nice. Jolly, jolly nice, if you ask me. Kevin. Oh, Ouvrier's injured. That's no good. That better not be a grown-up injury. 5 weeks. Hideous. Drake's Thomas might be coming off the transfer list here. You're not him, I don't think. Let's try that again. This guy. Let's keep him around. Because no one wants him, so we might as well. With that injury, we're probably going to use him. Our squad is to be decided. I thought we'd sold Amundsen Day. Oh, he doesn't leave until August. Okay. Fair enough then. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Are we predicted to stay up yet? Still no. How much money do we have to spend to get predicted to stay in the league? How much money have we spent? I've completely lost track. Once this last transfer goes through, we'll have a look. We'll see how much has come in and gone out. See if we've managed to run into the overdraft with a Tycoon, which I think would be an impressive feat. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Haven't been in the stream in a couple of weeks. Last time I watched, we just got relegated after 1 year in the Prem. Can someone catch me up? We got promoted again, and now we're doing the pre-season, and we've had a Tycoon takeover, so we're throwing money around. So we're not getting relegated this time. There you go, we got our new boy coming in. Glad we couldn't get Shea Lacey when we had the chance, because this guy, much better. Babelli. Oh, boys and girls. We've signed some footballers. It's beautiful. Oh, Aki Ammon's not going to be registered. And he probably is the one who'd miss out. So I guess that means he's the one we sell. Or at least loan out. Right, Amundsen Day is gone. So where is he? I mean, to be fair, Ammon did lose his place last season in the championship. So he probably is one to get rid of. So let's try and get rid of him. And check in on that. I mean, this is a pretty solid squad throughout now. See how much we've actually spent, because I have not kept track at all. You know what? That's not too bad. We've spent 145 million. Was that? Did we spend any at the end of last season as well? Okay, there was a bit as well. So that's another 20. So we spent 165 million, brought in 23 and a half. So what's that? A net spend of like 140 million. So we've only spent double what the budget was. And there's still loads of money in the bank. I'm pretty happy with how that's happened. I think that's all gone quite well. And I'm pretty happy with the squad. Let's see what the game thinks our best 11 is now. And based on that best 11, let's give some player roles out. Yeah, we're not having false 9 Monday. He can be a poacher and like it. And then you as an attacking midfielder, inside winger, inverted. You're going to play as a proper fullback. We don't want any inverting going on. We're inverting further forward. You two can't both invert as well. The attackers are inverting. You two are going to be normal fullbacks. And then, yeah, I think that looks like quite the football team. I mean, it's almost exclusively new signings. Plaza's a returning signing. So actually, that 3 of the back 4 were here last time we were in the Premier League. Although El Mubaki only signed halfway through, and Plaza, of course, left and is now back. I think Ramirez only signed, so they only played together for like 4 months. But then that's a completely new midfield, and that's a completely new front 4, and a new goalkeeper. Surely they think we're going to survive now. Yay! There you go. Survival has been achieved. We've got the highest transfer spend in the Premier League. Now let's wallop Luton and see if we're any good or not. Beautiful stuff. What were those bonuses? Surely you set them to low every time. I don't care about bonuses. I'm not the finance director. Bonuses, schmonuses. Right. Yeah, he can go. And he can go. I don't think either of them were having their salary covered, but we're rich. It doesn't matter. There you go. Miguel got off to Stoke. And I'm sure he'll have a nice time there. And we've stuck 5 goals past Luton. We are champions of Bedfordshire once again. He excites me a little bit. I know you're also a dog person, Kev. I am part dog, yes. After 2 weeks of worry, my hand finally stopped passing blood. And £840 later, yikes. You keep bumming Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, I know. I do that a lot. It's a good song. Right, Aki Ammon is gone. We continue the clear out. If my director of football wants to sign anybody now, he can. I'm happy with the squad. I've finished my signings. Oh, hang on. What are the squad unhappy about? What have they possibly got to be unhappy about? Some concerns regarding Frankie McGilligot. What's up? We shouldn't be thinking about selling Frankie McGilligot. And we're all, I mean, he's not good enough. We've already signed 2 really good strikers. I don't really need to sign another one. He doesn't fit in with the system I want to play, so there's little point in keeping him around. Frankie fits your tactics perfectly. Do you remember the last time in the Premier League? I'm not sure I have any choice but to try and sign a suitable replacement. Yeah, I'll do that. I guess I have to sign another striker then. Oh, well. There's no point going there. You forced me to sign yet another striker. Oh, well. I guess I'll have to. Right. This is the guy we were looking at before, wasn't it? Potential to be a leading Premier League striker. I mean, actually. We'll just have a little go. I mean, do you think there's any chance he would want to sign for us permanently now? We'll certainly try again. Because what a replacement for Frankie that would be. Oh my word. You're still a long way from reaching goal. What can I offer him? What do I promise him? He's already coming in as a star player. What does he want? Do you want to be a stepping stone? How's that? No? Oh, I'm going to blow it. What can I persuade him with? Our aims for this season are qualify for the Europa League through the league. I mean, he doesn't know whether we can do it or not. No, he doesn't think we can do that. The only issue my client has with the offer is you having unrealistic ambitions in the league. What do you want from me? We'll win a cup. Challenge for a domestic cup. And maybe drop down a level. Top half finish and challenge for a cup. Come on then. That's actually achievable as well. What a replacement for Frankie this will be. What a last minute piece of business when we thought we were done. Come on. Get him in. I don't know how we'd play them all. We've got so many good strikers. I guess Monday goes out to the wing. We have Yamamoto on one side, Monday on the other, and Manuel up front on his own. Chizzy is injured. He still needs to leave as well. Why are you still here, Chizzy? Probably not going to be able to get him gone now he's injured, which is annoying. Can we get Manuel in time for the Liverpool game? Is the question. Oh, now Babelli's injured as well. My new look attack is crumbling in front of me. Oh, he's been granted a work permit. We can't afford him until someone else goes. Adjust budget. Get him in. Ha 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 ha. Don't confirm Manuel before Frankie leaves, otherwise it won't complete the promise. Bit late now. We'll be fine. I'll just sell everyone who doesn't like it. I didn't even think of that. I know that as well. Let's see. Oh, there you go. They're no longer concerned. So we won. I guess it has completed the promise. There you go. We learn something new every day. They're no longer concerned about us selling him because we've already signed someone better than him to come in, which is going to impact our team, our best 11. Apparently, Monday's still the guy. It wouldn't be Manuel. That's interesting. Is he not registered for the squad? Is that what it is? Where is he? Is he actually in? Or does it not go through until tomorrow? I'm confused. Right. Is he in? And if he is, where on earth is he? Am I just being blind here? There he is. So he's in. Is he registered? How do you do registration? It's up here, isn't it? Right, he's registered. Now, would he be in the best 11? No. That's very surprising. We've just spent so much money on him. I wonder if we change that to target forward. Is it just because we'd be asking him to play a role he can't do? Yeah, that's all it is. So now, if we ask for the best 11, and then get people in their roles. This is just the quickest way to do tactics, boys and girls. So we've got a big target man. I tell you what, it's quite handy having Harry Kane knocking around now. We've got a centre forward who's going to have wingers running beyond him. I think Harry Kane might be able to coach that. And then you two need to be normal fullbacks as before. And that is the team. What does that do to the prediction? Do we move up even further? No, we don't. Yeah, Manuel has 20 jumping reach. He's a wonderful human being. That's why he scored so many goals for us in the championship. Right, so Monday is very useful because he can play anywhere in that front four. Yamamoto can play pretty much anywhere. So those two are nice and flexible, and it is very handy. I can't believe after all that money. Imagine the Bedford fans grumbling about we've just spent £200 million this summer and we're playing the same back four we had last season. What on earth? What is this guy doing? And I would remind them that last time we played our first game in the Premier League, we had Lewis Brown starting in defence. So we've made some progress. And we have got injuries. Quite a lot of injuries. Dusan's unregistered as well. So, I mean, once Frankie goes, that'll make a spot for him. So we don't need to worry too much. Right, let's see how we get on against Liverpool, I guess. With our new look system. All very exciting. Is there any chance that's the reserve team? It probably isn't, is it? It would be nice if we get underestimated. Oh, hold on. Get that onto positive. This isn't Andrach. We want to win football matches. Apparently, this is still only the 6,000 capacity New Erie. It looked bigger than 6,000 capacity to me. That's it. Kick him. Oh, lovely work. That's defending. Oh, ball bags. And we're back in the Premier League, everybody. Welcome back. Can he do any other roles? We might get him to do centre forward rather than target forward. How mobile is he? Quite mobile. I don't know if a target man is the answer in this kind of system, or whether we should have him as a centre forward. Although I guess having him linking play with those three players running beyond him, I still think that makes sense. It'll be fine. We are playing Liverpool. We have to temper our expectations somewhat. Oh my word. All right, come on, you bumheads, sort your lives out. With your no dynamics. We're dominating possession. That's nice. We are losing, but we're dominating possession. There you go. We've got a goalkeeper who can catch the ball as well, which is also nice. Now we just need to do some corners. Oh, look at that. Big boy with the flick on. Monday's in. Manuel. Oh, that would have been a nice way to announce his first game as a permanent Bedford player. We took him to see the Minions at Universal before the match. He loved it. Do I live stream Andratch? I do not, no. No, we tried doing a system a few years ago where we had the same save for live and pre-recorded, and it got messy fast. And it would be really messy at the moment because I'm going on holiday at the weekend. So I've got 3 weeks of videos pre-recorded. So I don't know how that would work if we were streaming that save as well. I mean, it wouldn't, is how it would work. Do you laugh to yourself when you announce the names of people at the start of the YouTube videos? I do not, no. I thank the universe that those people are willing to throw £5 a month at me. They are heroes. Without them, we wouldn't have survived last year. So, yeah, they are heroes, each and every one of them. I was excited about the workflow because it's how modern YouTubers do it, but it just didn't work in practice because I don't stream enough. I was never going to be the kind of YouTuber who, I mean, I guess I was for a while through necessity, but I'm never going to be the kind of creator who enjoys streaming 5 or 6 times a week for 6 or 7 hours. That's just not my style. I'd much rather focus. I've always been video first, whereas so many gaming creators are stream first. I've always been video first. I'm a YouTuber who streams a bit, not a streamer who has YouTube highlights. Can we do a goal, please? The blue ones I'm talking to. Right, here we go. Football time. Can we do a football? Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Kick him. Not like that. Modern YouTubers approach it very differently. They do. They're wallies. I much prefer my way. Very happy with my way. Boo and hiss. Welcome back to the Premier League, everybody. A whole new squad of players, a new system. It's going to take a while. More! Oh, Oh my word, we're getting thumped now. Well, maybe we go back to last season's tactic that got us promoted. Do that. And obviously a bit of that. And what have we got on the bench? A goodbye from Frankie. Of course we're doing a goodbye from Frankie. Miss you, Frankie. But it is time for us to move on. Get our new winger on as well. And our new big boy right back. More! Come on, do something, you wallies. I don't want to get sacked by my new Tycoon. That would be most upsetting. But we haven't looked good at all in this match. It's like when we got relegated last time. It's like nothing has changed. We've spent so much money. Ugh. Oh dear. It'll be fine. We're not going to have to play Liverpool every week, I don't think. Imagine if Manuel is exactly the same as McGilligot. Goal a game striker in the Championship, can't cut it in the Premier League because big lumps don't cut it in the Premier League. We've just spent nearly £50 million on Manuel. And all he is a Spanish McGilligot. Oh my word. Right, we need to immediately come back and beat QPR. I don't think the dynamics is that bad. Yeah, considering how many signings we've made, it's not as bad as it could be. All right, another one of the fringies on his way out. We'll check in on Johnny yesterday in a minute and see if he's signed for anybody. In fact, we'll do that now. I need to know. Does he not cut released players? There you go. Can't find him. There he is. Oh, he hasn't signed for anyone yet. He's probably asking for too much money. He better sign for someone and not just retire. I hate it when they just retire. Do you want to come in as a coach? Do you want to drive the coach is what I mean there. Sorry, I misspoke. Frankie refused to leave. I shouldn't have brought him off the bench. Oh, my word. You Wally. We've replaced you now. And now when we agree to sell him again, the stupid idiots are going to get annoyed again. Can you believe it? The game's messing with me. Maxwell Cambridge. What a horrible name. Right, let's put that to positive. Because obviously we want to play positive. I'm going to stay with this system, I think. Because I think this makes more sense. It's more defensively solid. Yeah, we are going to register you. Is he registered now? No. Can we register him now? No. Right, this is where we unregister Frankie, isn't it? That's because he's homegrown at Nation and Dusan isn't. Venturino probably shouldn't still be here. At 25. I didn't realise he was 25. I thought he was younger than that. Right, get him in. He's in. So the one to unregister is him, isn't it? And get him on the transfer list. Get him gone. The loan offer for Frankie isn't paying any of the wages. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need the money. We just want him out of the way. Several of the loans aren't covering any wages. This one isn't. We just want him out of the way. They're going to play him as a striker, which is interesting. He's going to go and play as a striker for Aberdeen. Weird. Yeah, we're trying. So I've completed that one. We just need to finish in the top half or else Manuel's going to be upset. Let's get everyone we've loaned out of the first team squad as well. Just to tidy up in here. Didn't he just play in the last game? He's not on... But he's not on loan. Why did he change colour? Gonna say, I don't think I'd loaned him out. How odd. Oh, I've just removed him from the transfer list. What a silly goose. Put him back on. Convince him to leave. Doesn't want convincing. Okay. Get his agent. Tell him we're desperate. We are desperate. Can we get an intermediary involved? Apparently not. I don't know why I'm singing the Thomas the Tank Engine song, but I am enjoying it. You sing it virtually every stream. It's a good song, Topher. Oh, I tell you what, my tail is sore after all this sitting down and recording. The old spine is ready for a lie down, I think. We're going to get to the end of the window and then call it a night. My voice has held out surprisingly well. This time yesterday, my voice was practically gone. I obviously shriek and sing more on the Lego streams than the Football Manager ones. I didn't really watch your content this year on YouTube. How dare you? How is the game now? Good. Like it always has been. I'm enjoying it, and I've been enjoying it all the way through. Right, Babelli isn't fit. Are any of our other fancy strikers fit? Brighton scored again. Chelsea are so useless. What is the point of Chelsea? Right, we're going to play him as a proper winger. And then he can invert. And then he'll cut in. And he can... kind of want him to overlap. But I don't think he's got the oomph to overlap. Right, why is Babelli in the team? Have we not got anyone else who can play there? He's injured. Manuel's not in the team. I've just noticed. We want him to do that. Right, well, surely it makes more sense to get him back in. If I can click on him, I can't click on him from there. And do that. And then we've got actual crosses coming in for the big boy now. Right. He's still lacking match fitness. We've got to win this one. QPR are rubbish. We can't be even rubbish or If we don't start well, we'll stick Monday up top and play with a proper 4-2-4 that we know suits Manuel from last year. Kick lumps out of Angeli. To be fair, he signed for them before we had our Tycoon. We immediately went to try and get him. Bright Monday, everybody! We immediately went to try and get him and he'd already signed for them. Is he playing? I haven't even noticed. That's Bright Monday's first goal, though. He'll be down here if he is playing. At right back. Is that him? My boy. We'll just sign him from them when they get relegated. He'll just come in a year late. Yeah, he is playing at right back for him. Yamamoto. He's going to rip him apart. Is FM26 getting better? I mean, it's not changing. I have enjoyed it from the start. Yeah, if you're talking about the bugs that were around at launch, yeah, they've been gone for like 3 months, most of them. It's not really changed significantly since like January, but it's fine. It's never going to be FM24 because it's not going to be finished. I imagine most of SI are working on FM27 now, but it's a perfectly playable and fun game. And there's a free demo you can go and play if you want to try it out for yourself. Angeli did have lots of jumping ability, yes. He's who we aimed our corners at Blackburn, even though he was like 5'9". Right, let's do a goal here. Maybe not. Ah! Goalkeeping. Come on. I have to confess, I'm a little worried about him. I feel history repeating itself. Only this time I've spent so much money. I'm hoping it's just because he's not match fit. I don't think he had a pre-season with Real Madrid. So we're trying to get him fit by starting him. Which is obviously the right way to do these things. I mean, in all seriousness, if you ever plan to play a Football Manager game again, you're going to need to learn your way around this UI sooner or later, because they ain't changing it back. Not with all the money and time they've spent on it. This is Football Manager for the next however many years now. We're actually bringing Frankie on again, I think. I think there are a few people out there who are kind of avoiding 26, thinking it'll be back to normal for 27. It isn't. It's going to be this, but further improved and further tweaked, and hopefully closer to finished. But they're not going to abandon the version they've spent all this time and money on. This is Football Manager now, and I like it. We don't have oodles of options off the bench, which is not ideal. Right, I would like us to do a goal, because I would really quite like to beat QPR and send a message to the Premier League that we mean business this time. 2 games, 2 penalties conceded by your left back. Yeah, but he's our reserve left back. Our new left back's injured. We've got the left-sided version of Angeli ready to come in once he's fit. He might even be the left back that I eventually signed at Blackburn. He's the same age, 5-star potential, French, super duper. Why is the Wang playing? I don't even know who the Wang is. Who's the Wang? I'm very confused. Don't you be calling Frankie McGallagher a Wang? And he's playing because Manuel's not fit yet. And half of our attack are injured. So while he's here, we'll use him. I would love for him to stick around and end up awesome. He's still only 25. If he becomes a late bloomer, that was definitely in the box, ref. I would love for Frankie McGallagher to make it in the Premier League. That would be amazing. That should have been a penalty, though. Right, here you go. We've got so many giants. Surely somebody's nodding this in. False 9 Frankie for 3 points in the Premier League. Oh! He nearly did. I guess in isolation, any away draw is a good result as a newly promoted team. Who do we play next? At home to Newcastle. We really do need to beat them. We need a win. My ice has got really small. It's so cold. Oh my word. That is cold ice. Yeah, Dusan's not going to be starting more games. You're a squad player. Don't be ridiculous. We'll go then. I'm your manager. What I say goes. So you can go on the transfer list. We'll get you gone as well. Did I try Holy with Soda Stream? I haven't, no. I imagine Holy in its current form would not work because you have to shake it to mix it, and that'd be a disaster. But the new one, the syrups, which I don't have in here, the ones I was trying in Manchester last week, you can make them with sparkling water because it's basically a syrup pod that lives in the flask, and then you just top. Let me fetch it and I'll show you. Oh. But this is the new product from Holy that we were in Manchester to try last week. So you have these little syrup pods. That's peach flavour that go in there. And they're good for, like, they said between 3 and 10 refills, depending on how strong you want it. I have mine dialed into a 3 out of 5 strength on the little twiddler on there, which is about right for how I want it. But then you can fill that up with normal water or sparkling water, and then you just sippy, and it gives you your unique mix, depending on where you have it on the scale, of your flavour and your sparkly. So that's the peach one that I was drinking earlier. But I think that's going to be really... I've just popped the top off of that. That's not ideal. I think this is going to be really handy for when we're like on park days, when we're in America, because rather than having to get my scoop out and mix the powder up and give it a shake, I can have the pod, the syrup pod, and consistently refill my flask with ice and water throughout the day. And I've just got the beverage in there. It's very clever. And they're nice too. They have a cola flavour one, which when you have it with sparkling water, it's like cola, everybody. But yeah, the peach one's really nice. I think it's like 10 flavours. It was a bit of a free-for-all. We were at the Pixel Bar in Manchester, and they did the presentation showing us the new product, and then said, and if you all want to come downstairs, you've got your samples down there. So we all got a flask, and then they just had buckets of the pods. So we were all there rummaging through the pods to try and get one of every flavour. And then they gave us a pack that had all the flavours in the goodie bag anyway, so we didn't need to do that. But I was fighting Tommy Radio Station for peach flavour. I think it was peach he wanted. But yeah, Anna was rummaging through one bucket, I was rummaging through another bucket, and we were absolutely filling up on them, because I think it's great, and they do taste nice as well. The peach one is very good, and it's just a very clever product. You could easily take Tom FM. Yeah, I proved it again last week. Frankie's opted to stay again. Well, you know what, Frankie? I'll leave you on the transfer list as we head towards deadline day. But if you stay, you are the other big striker that we've got. So I guess we'll use you. If that's Adam Drury off of Peterborough fame, I'm going to be very happy. No one wants Chizzy. Probably because he's injured. Yeah, we're not going to get him gone this window. Martin Drury. That's less fun. Is this what you said you couldn't talk about? Yeah. But we can now. Because I am. Yeah, it was a good night and a very tasty beverage. And then we got to play Mario Kart. All the syrups are sold out online. Really? Already? Wow. I mean, I'll open an Etsy store. Me and Anna have got dozens of them. We filled our bags. I'm now looking on the website. I haven't actually seen them on the website yet. Newcomers, is it in there? Ah, no, there you go. Holy syrups have just landed. Turn up